Alright, buckle up. This is one of those court appearances where the charges are serious, but the courtroom banter even more chaotic. Let's see how long before the judge's patience wears thin.
State your name, sir.
Mr. Fox, before the court charge of possession of paraphernalia and a no valid driver's license. You understand the charges?
You understand what you're charged with?
No?
No.
No. He doesn't understand. Allegedly, you had methamphetamine on or about your person, and allegedly, it may have been contained within something that qualifies, aka a clear plastic bag, that qualifies as paraphernalia in the state of Florida. And allegedly, you were operating a motor vehicle without allegedly having a driver's license. You understand that?
I understand the driver's license, yes, sir.
Okay, well,
Possession.
I didn't say it was yours. Did I say it was yours? I said you've been charged with.
Right.
Nobody's asking if you did it. I'm just asking if you understand what the charge is.
No.
Yes or no?
No, sir.
Okay, then we'll bring you back tomorrow when you understand.
I was hoping I'm not from this state. This county. If I can just resolve everything today.
You got a parole hold. You wouldn't get out anyway.
You got nowhere to go, man. So, do you understand the charges against you or not?
I understand they charging me with it, yes, sir.
That's all you got. See how easy that is? I don't know why do we have to go back and forth
It's
about
not
it?
easy when you're in my shoes, sir.
It's easy it's a yes or no question. Do you understand?
I don't agree to the contract.
Nobody's asking you to admit to anything. I just need to make sure you understand the charge.
I'm a private citizen, sir.
I'm shocked
Under
you're
UCC focus.
Oh, UCC? Oh, I love it. A sovereign. Golly Moses, I love it.
Yes, the magical words, sovereign citizen. At this point, judges can spot them like airport security spots, oversized shampoo bottles. But quick reminder, sovereign doesn't mean immune from law, especially not in Florida.
Mr. Fox, crap in one hand, hope in the other, and see if that helps. Bond set at 5,000 the meth, 1,000 paraphernalia, 500 on the driver's license, which oddly enough, the Supreme Court said you do need to drive. Court date is February the 17th at 9 o'clock, but you're not going anywhere because you got that probate or that parole.
Step to your right. So the team.
Mr. Fox, when you sue me, make sure you spell it with 2 N's. I want to make sure that the AG's office gets involved.
You don't have to worry about that, sir. I'm peaceful.
Sign where the light is for your copy of that. Next.
It's off the 11 o'clock calendar. Mr. Calzada, could you please turn on your video for me?
Yeah, hold on one second.
All right, good morning, Mr. Calzada. You're here for arraignment, so could you please tell me your full legal name?
I don't know how that has anything to do with the case. My name.
Well, Mr. Calzada, I need to confirm who you are. So could you please tell me? Well,
I'm here physically present, right?
Mr. Calzada, could you please? What is your first name?
My first name? Well, it could be anything, right? I could change my name at will, right?
All right. I'm going to set this matter over for an in-person arraignment, and Mr. Lohr, you'll have law enforcement standing by. All right?
Well, they got it.
All right. So, Mr. Calzada, I will set this over. You will appear in person at the Bothell Municipal Court for arraignment.
I don't even consent to that.
30 in the Bothell Municipal Court in person. You will need to be there for arraignment, okay? So I will see you in person at the Bothell Municipal Court at that time, all right?
Looks like there's no free will then.
So,
So then what am I doing here then? Hold on. What am I doing here?
well, right now you are not responding to my questions. So
Well,
I'm
you're
gonna
not
have you
responding to any of my. I don't have a problem of answering any of your questions, but I have a couple questions first. I have to understand too. I don't understand what's going on. I don't know everything. I'm not
then
perfect.
1:30 in person.
December 31st at 1:30, I'll be there.
Very good. We'll see you.
Ms. Sobe, you're here on the Martin matter, correct?
Yes, Judge.
Conversation outside. All right, today is the date and time set for a hearing in this matter with regard to a bond violation. This is case 242448SM. People versus Eric Martin. Everybody hear me?
Yes. Good morning, Judge. Donna Silva on behalf of the people, P87439.
Morning, Your Honor. James Gazicki on behalf of...
So here's the deal. The judge just dropped a bond breakdown. $5,000 for meth, $1,000 for paraphernalia, and $500 for driving without a license. These aren't just numbers, they're financial walls that keep the defendant firmly in custody.
Mr. Martin, Your Honor. I have a motion to make.
All right, go ahead.
Your Honor, I'm making a motion to withdraw. I've had contact with Mr. Martin before in other matters, and there's no attorney-client communication in this matter. We're talking about different things, and there's just no way of moving forward that I can adequately represent him, Your Honor. So I'm asking to withdraw.
All right, your motion to withdraw is granted. Mr. Martin, would you like a different court-appointed attorney?
Yeah, I guess so, since he shows his willingness not to want to do his job and help me out, and he's misstating, making false statements. You're talking about there's a lack of communication. It certainly ain't on my part. I was pointing out to him relevant defenses. He just didn't want to do his job. That's clear what he made of me. So,
Mr. Martin, I have found Mr. Gazicki to be a very competent individual, a very competent attorney in many, many cases. I've seen many trials, hearings, motions, practicing in front of this court, and I find him to be very competent. If you make one more negative comment about him, I'll hold you in contempt of court. I don't do that. We don't act like this isn't the Jerry Springer show. This isn't going to be a bunch of name calling. You're going to knock it off. Knock it off, Mr. Martin. I'm done with everything and you keep doing all of your little negative comments, things that you want to say about people. And you think you're the smartest person in the room and that you have some sort of special Juris Doctorate, I guess, from somewhere. I don't know. You don't have the first clue when it comes to things, and you talk about that. And so Mr. Gazicki is saying that he's trying to talk to you about actual legal defenses, and you're trying to bring up some kind of other stuff. And so I'm going to grant his motion. All I asked you was this. I didn't ask you to give me a commentary about Mr. Gazicki or what you think he can do, because I've always seen him to do his job every single time he does a file. What I want to know is, do you want another court-appointed attorney, or are you representing yourself? That's it. It's a simple question. Answer simple questions. That's what you needed to start doing, is answering questions.
Yep, one other attorney, but I don't want to state also that if it was recorded, we would say it would support my allegations.
Boom, time out. Nope, not hearing it. The question is this: do you want another court-appointed attorney? So you're either going to say yes, court-appointed attorney, or represent yourself. What is your answer here today? Because there's only two possible answers here. You either get another attorney, or you can represent yourself if you'd like. Or if you want to hire your own attorney, you can do that. So there's three things. Are you going to get one appointed, yourself, or retained? Those are the three.
Question for you guys. Do you think these sovereign citizen types genuinely believe what they're saying? Or is it all a big act to avoid consequences? Let me know in the comments. I read every theory. 928.
Possible answer choices. What are you going with?
Yes, another pointed one, but without...
All right, there you go. Don't need any more commentary. Don't need any more commentary about it. You have a right to remain silent. You can exercise that right now. So we're going to appoint another court-appointed attorney to you. And the individual who was here as your attorney during your trial, you seem to get along pretty well with him. You want me to reach out to see if he's available?
I don't know who you're referring to.
The guy who was here at your trial. I don't know his last name.
Oh, he's on the other trial.
Yeah, the other trial, not this case. This is the misdemeanor domestic violence case. I'm talking about your driving on a suspended license case, restricted.
Well, I mean, he did for the most part. Well, I don't say for the most part. Maybe for the most part, but there's some things he didn't do neither. He should have. He didn't raise my right to travel defense. So
yes or no? Yes or no? Is he somebody that you think you can get that you can communicate well with?
I guess we'll give him a try. I guess. Yeah.
Sure. All right. I'm going to appoint or reach out and see if we can see if he's available. So let's appoint.
But now, Slayton, I have some questions for you before we move forward.
All right. So we're going to set that. We're going to set that for a hearing date, and we'll see you then.
Hold on.
Eric Martin, ladies and gentlemen, self-proclaimed legal genius, graduate of the University of YouTube, coming in hot with conspiracy and ego, and the judge absolutely not having it. 28 to 139 to 28.
Good afternoon. My name is David Heiss. I'm an attorney magistrate. We are scheduled for an informal hearing in two different cases that arise out of one citation. And those Correct. Two cases are both entitled The People of the City of Battle Creek versus Roosevelt LaShawn Williams. Is that your name, sir?
That is my name.
Basically, what happens is you were issued one citation. It had two violations listed on it. So it became two different cases. One with an A and one with a B at the end. But we have one informal hearing scheduled for both of those cases because they both arise out of the same transaction, so to speak. And I guess, Officer Kellums, is there anything before I begin?
No, sir.
All right. Mr. Williams, you're here because you were issued a citation. And in each of those two cases, so for each of those violations, you have three possible responses to the citation. You can first admit responsibility, be assessed the fines and costs, and be done with it. You could, as a second option, admit responsibility with an explanation, hoping that the explanation would cause the court to decrease the fines and costs a little bit. Or you can deny responsibility and have your hearing. It's my understanding that as to both cases, you wished to deny responsibility. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay. Well, here's how the hearing works. First of all, I guess I should read the citation. In the case ending with the letter A, it's alleged that back on November 19th of 2024, you were over at Fountain Street near Meacham Avenue in the city of Battle Creek, and you were issued a citation for not being able to provide a proof of insurance. This is a civil infraction. If you were found responsible, all other things being equal, the court would assess $125 fines, costs, and fees. It is a 0-point ticket. And in the second case that ends with the letter B, that same date, time, and place, you were issued a citation for having an expired registration plate. That is also a civil infraction. It is also a 0-point civil infraction. If you were found responsible, all other things being equal, the court would assess $110 fines, costs, and fees. So first question, is that the ticket or the two cases that you thought you were appearing about, Mr. Williams?
It is.
Okay, and same question to you, Officer Kellums?
Yes, sir.
Very good. In every civil case, the plaintiff has the burden of proof, and in a case like this, that burden of proof is called by a preponderance of evidence.
Only question I have is, will the laws of the U.S. Supreme Court be applicable? And the federal statutes and definitions of motor vehicle and automobile be applicable in this proceeding?
They are the state of Michigan laws that will be applicable.
Okay. The other question is, are you already not bound by U.S. Supreme Court rulings?
Every court is bound by relevant Supreme Court rulings.
Okay. All right.
I'm not quite sure. I'm not sure why you're asking.
And there
All
it
right,
is,
so if
the
you
end of
would
the
both
line.
raise your right hand.
After 30 minutes of fictional legal
Very good.
theory,
All right,
misquoted
Officer
case law,
Collins, if
and
you would
courtroom
begin.
oxygen theft, the judge hits him with the truth.
So on
You're not
November
denied the
19th,
right to travel.
2024,
You're denied the
I was
privilege
on
of driving
patrol
without
for the
following the
Battle
law.
Creek Police
End.
Department,
Scene Y,
when
peak
I
Y.
observed-
All right, so if you would both raise your right hands. Very good. All right, Officer Kellums, if you would begin, please.
So on November 19th, 2024, I was on patrol for the Battle Creek Police Department when I observed the vehicle that Mr. Roosevelt was driving. I observed that it had expired tags on the vehicle. I then conducted a traffic stop on Fountain Street near Meacham Ave. Found Mr. Williams to be driving the vehicle, where I issued him the citations. When speaking with Mr. Williams, he could not provide insurance, and his tags were expired.
Okay. Do you happen to know when they expired?
I do not off the top of my head, sir.
Okay. What made you think they were expired? The wrong color and the wrong year on the plate itself, or some?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. Did Mr. Williams say anything to you during the stop about having insurance or not having insurance, or anything about the tags on the plates, anything like that?
He informed me that he did not have to have insurance due to that he was traveling, and to drive a vehicle, you have to have insurance. Something regarding Supreme Court. That's about all he said.
Okay. All right. Do you want me to consider anything else at this point, Officer Kellums?
No, sir.
Okay, Mr. Williams, could you hear Officer Kellums' testimony?
Yes, I heard his testimony.
Very good. Thank you for your patience. What do I need to know, sir?
Okay, I did inform Officer Kelly that I am not operating a motor vehicle, but I am operating an automobile. I did inform Officer Kelly of the ruling of Rodriguez v. Ray Donovan, U.S. Department of Labor, 769 Federal 2nd, 1344, where the U.S. Supreme Court's decision has ruled that all codes, rules, and regulations are for government authorities only and not for human creators. In accordance with God laws, all codes, rules, and regulations are unconstitutional and lacking due process.
All right, I'm going to interrupt you just for a second. Are you telling me that a case at 769 Fed 2nd, 1344 indicates that all laws are unconstitutional?
All codes, rules, and regulations. Yes, sir. Rodriguez v. Ray Donovan. And if I'm not mistaken.
And you said that was Department of what?
U.S. Department of Labor.
Okay. U.S. Department of Labor doesn't publish decisions in the Fed 2nd. Can you tell me a little bit more about the case? What was that issue in the case?
It was regarding what we're discussing here, the requirements of a driver's license and the need when it's required to have one, stating that when you're not operating in commerce, to which I informed the officer that I am not operating in commerce as stated in USC 18 USCA 31 paragraph A6, states that a motor vehicle, the term of motor vehicle meaning every description of carriage, conveyance, propelled or drawn or mechanical powered and used for commercial purposes. This is what Title 18 USCA